early today. My apologies, but have been doing my thing. Just got to where I'm gonna run over and grab a haircut, and I'm like, you know what? I need to pop on and do my coffee talk. Otherwise, I'm gonna miss you because my haircut is at 3 o'clock. So for those that can make it, great. For those that can't, my apologies. But listen, it is hot outside and it is going to start to storm if it hasn't already. This is a look from our Tower Cam Network West 2 studios, definitely showing those darker skies over top of us. No matter where in Central Florida you are, we're watching that same kind of thing. So, excuse me, let's do this. Let's get right over to a very active first warning live Doppler radar. And in the metro, there are a bunch of outflow boundaries and there's a bunch of storms that are just kind of marching on through. I'll tell you who has two thumbs and is going to be grabbing his umbrella to head in for this haircut. This guy. Yeah, it's going to be storming in the not so distant future right where I am. Drina says, watching from the sweetest sides of Detroit. And Drina Ross. Hello, how are ya? Deb, good afternoon to you. Gail says the rain is rolling in. It is. So I'm going to do my little coffee talk thing. I know I'm a little early, but these storms out in West Orange are going to continue to roll into the metro more and more and more. So just a heads up on that. Let's do this. Let's move the radar a little further to the south. You can see some nasty stuff here around Kissimmee, for example. Pulsing up, it's going to be worked toward Brevard County. So Cocoa Beach, Satellite Beach, Melbourne, already starting to see some heavier bouts of rain moving in, but take it a little bit later and that'll continue. Volusia County, friends, DeLeon Springs, DeLand, stormy now. Ormond Beach up through Painters Hill, Corona, already storming. If you live around New Smyrna Beach, give it a little bit of time. Those storms are going to be marching in. It is hot across town where it's not already raining. We're at 93 in Orlando, 92 degrees in Bithlo, 84 in Melbourne. Oh, excuse me, that storm is moving in at about 93 degrees in Daytona Beach. So next couple of hours, we're going to watch these storms around. Let's dial up our Futurecast model and just kind of get an idea exactly where and when these storms are, right? Like 2:30, 3 o'clock, I think Futurecast is doing a fantastic job of showing those storms. By 4 o'clock, it's the beaches and then working off the shoreline, and then a little bit of lingering stuff out late out west. Then we look at our Friday, a little bit of rain perhaps in the morning, then we consolidate, and then boom goes the dynamite. We fire up those thunderstorms once again. So it's going to be a day with plenty of showers and storms around. Yeah, plenty of activity. Doing pouring. Carrie says pouring. And Sebastian, hey, we flew to CJ Cannon's down in Vero Beach. I was right by you there today. Flew right over you. Thunderclouds, but no rain yet. Colleen says 77 in Bushnell. Just depends, right? Just depends on where you are, where those downpours are. Any other questions about our local forecast before we dive into the tropics? Any additional questions as I'm like just super dehydrated? Linda, good afternoon to you. Hope you're doing well. Liliana says Lake Mary clouds are in the background for sure. Yep. William says it's beautiful out. It is. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day indeed. Is all this rain related to the Cat 6? Oh dear. All right. So let's talk a little bit about the tropics, right? Our local weather definitely turning stormy and stormier and stormier. But in the tropics, we're watching some areas to track as well. So let's just take a look. 3 areas, the same 3 areas to track. Development chances haven't really changed all that much. 40 to 60% chance for those Atlantic waves. And there's a low end threat of something trying to bubble up in the Gulf of Mexico. But I've got to tell you, just looking at the raw computer models, stuff in the Gulf, maybe, but I think that we should be watching for some homegrown stuff next week. So let's do this. Let's take a look at the raw GFS model data and watching through time. You know, the GFS kind of trying to get something going off of the northeast coast, but it moves away. So that's the GFS. Let's check in on the euro. The euro definitely wanting to try and develop something, right? Around Puerto Rico. Probably a recurvature, right? So that's the European. Still running, by the way. The Canadian throwing lowered pressures in the Caribbean Sea, and then by Friday, August 25th, bringing something pretty potent near southeast Florida, and then recurving it up to like the Carolinas. So models are definitely showing some things. Does any of that develop? Does that become? I suppose, time will tell. We'll have to see how it plays out. What I do know, though, is that we are basically to the peak, the climatological peak of hurricane season, and thus we do need to watch the tropics very, very, very closely, right? Especially with the model starting to hint at like a homegrown storm system. So take a look, 7-day forecast. This is the brand new update, keeping those storm chances high through the weekend and then into next week, getting a little hotter, cranking up that heat. Oh, excuse me, just a little bit. All right. I'm tired. Flying takes it out of you. Any questions, comments, concerns? Daniel says, wicked lightning blew up a tree in our driveway in Cedar Key. Oh my God, that's terrible. Marilyn, is it just me or are you on early today? I'm definitely on early today. Yeah, I've got a haircut scheduled, so yeah. All right. That's it for today. I will see you all tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. for Coffee Talk. Sound good? Sound good. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you for hanging out for Coffee Talk. See y'all later. Bye.